In the world of content creation, I'm constantly on the lookout for ways to enhance my workflow and elevate my creative process. Lately, I've been on a quest to make my videos stand out, to capture the essence of the moment and convey emotions behind the scenes. And I have found a remarkable tool that's been a game changer for my content, and it's called Dehancer. For the past month, I've been diving into the world of color grading with Dehancer, and it's been an absolute joy. This plugin isn't just about tweaking colors, it's about crafting an atmosphere, telling a story, and truly immersing your audience into your content. But here's the beautiful thing about it. It's not just about the technical aspects of color grading, it's also about being present in the creative process. As a content creator, it's easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle of deadlines and numbers. Because in the end, it's those moments of connection and creativity that makes our content not only better, but also more authentic and memorable. So here's to the journey, the moments, and the art of content creation. Keep creating and keep enjoying the process. What's up? My name is Angel Barkley, the Angel Barkley on Instagram. If you don't follow me in there, I'll recommend you to go and do that now. Let's talk about the Dehancer plugin. One of my favorite things about Dehancer is that it lets you select the film profile that you want to use when you're color graded in DaVinci Resolve. Under the film tab, all you gotta do is just select the film profile that you want to use on your video. One of my personal favorite film profiles is the Cinestill 800T. And you might recognize the colors from The Walking Dead and Inception. That color profile was designed for low light situations originally, and in the beginning there was some halation included within the Cinestill 800T. While I was using Dehancer for the past month, I realized that it was not enough for me to understand, or at least to fully understand how this plugin works. So honestly, there's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve, but once you have an idea of how those things work, man, you can really make your video come out of the 60s, 70s, whatever you want to make it. Some of my favorite features of the plugin is the film grain, the halation, the bloom effect, and the loot generator. Let's talk about film grain. Pretty much film grain is a texture, kind of like dusty texture. Originally it was made out of particles of crystals on the film, and now it's just like a look that a lot of people is trying to recreate on their videos or on their films. I also compare the halation effect that is included in DaVinci Resolve with the one included on the Dehancer plugin. I prefer the one in Dehancer. If you're wondering what halation is, how can I explain this? It's like a hazy kind of effect that happens on the brighter parts of your image. Something that has become popular on films lately is the bloom effect. But funny enough, whenever like an old movie or something like that had that effect, it was considered a technical flaw. The image was a little bit overexposed, and that was the result of that happening. But now people are trying to recreate those effects just because it gives you like a very dreamy kind of like effect. Now let's talk about my personal favorite of the plugin. Hands down, the LUT generator. Let's say that you spend hours creating a look that you really like for your film. Dehancer allows you to create a LUT based out of that, and you can take it as a starting point. I did that with a couple of videos for Instagram. I just created a couple of LUTs, and then I just went from there, because you are able to open the LUT within the Dehancer plugin. Let's say that you don't own a camera monitor, and then you're editing your videos on DaVinci Resolve. Well, on the plugin, you can go to the monitor tab and activate the files color tab. Let's say that you don't fully understand the vector scope, the waveform, and all those tools that are within DaVinci Resolve in order for you to understand like how balanced your footage looks like. You can start by realizing if your footage is overexposed or underexposed, and you have the values in there. Those are some of my favorite features of the plugin. I give it a 10. Like I said, this is not a sponsored video, but the people from Dehancer offer me a discount code in case that you guys want to download the plugin. Use the code ANGEL for a 10% off when you get the plugin. Now, let's just say that you don't edit in DaVinci Resolve, that you use Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. It's my understanding that they just released the plugin for Final Cut Pro, which is the software that I used to use before DaVinci Resolve, but they do have an iOS app that you can download on your iPhone or your iPad. And the cool thing about that is that all the features that I mentioned before, like film grain, the ability to choose the film profile that you want to use, halation, bloom, all those features, you can use them on your iPhone, and you can edit videos and photos as well. Here are some before and after photos that I did, and I hope you enjoy this video. And thank you Dehancer for letting me test this out. I'm a 100% keep using that on my videos and also on my photos on my phone. If you enjoy this video, please consider giving a thumbs up. That really helps the video. So y'all have a good day, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.